Last week, I was visiting a certain shop which I regularly buy things. And I met this salesperson, and she was relating to me the experience she had during the COVID-19 lockdown. She is employed in an organization. Her husband is self-employed. And during the lockdown, husband lost the opportunity to earn, and his income was zero. And her organization slashed her salary by 50%. She has 3 children, and she said she went through enormous difficulties and challenges. And I'm sure there are many people like that, many thousands. Ladies and gentlemen, while the governments do their best from the public sector side to run the respective infrastructure and the public areas, public initiatives, what they do best to ensure that all of us, the citizens, are taken care. While the government do their very best, I think the private sector in this country has failed. When I say private sector, not only conglomerates, starting from a small micro entrepreneurs, small and medium commercial and conglomerates and corporates. We only look at ourselves. It's time that there is a systemic change has to take place in the private sector. Whilst you're looking at enhancing the bottom line, you have a chief strategy officer continuously to ensure that your strategies work. And when I think of that, I think of the brain and the mind people used of. People use the brain, but sometimes there is something called the gut feeling. Sometimes people take decisions based on gut feeling. And gut feeling decisions are very emotional. And the brain cannot function without the gut. Gut is the place where your food is digested and given the signals to the brain to function. It's time that we seriously look at the combining of our minds, of our brains with our gut feeling to ensure that emotional side of the human beings are looked at. There are a number of stakeholders all the organizations have. As I said, the shareholders, the employees, the customers, and the society. We need to have feeling for all the stakeholders. We need to have the gut feeling for all the stakeholders. So it's time that the systemic change begin to take place in the private sector. Unless you have the chief strategy officer combined with the chief gut feeling officer, these problems in the society will remain like that. And there will be private sector few entities earning phenomenal profits and growth, sacrificing many stakeholders. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, that we initiate a systemic change in the private sector, starting from the micro, small and medium level entrepreneurs to commercial entities and corporates, so that we allow the gut feeling to combine with our brain to ensure that every one of us in the society is enriched economically.